Okay. DF here, and we're at attempt number 3 at a Monster Prom gameplay. Okay. I'm kind of tired of this right now. Okay, so I'm just going to explain as I go along that Monster Prom is like my favorite game from Steam. It's a monster dating simulator. Kids, keep away from here. There's a lot of cursing and sexual humor and some violence. Okay. Alright, so it can be played by multiple players. I only played it with my cousin and he really hated it. We're going to go with the short game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. I've gone through this spiel so many times, especially now, but I'm doing this anyway. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. And player 1. Okay, I always choose this one because she's so cute, and I do the name Frankie, and because she's a Frankenstein's monster. And what I love about this game is that you can change your pronoun. Not that I really see myself as a they, but I just like doing this. And we had yet to experience this ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. These are the monsters you have to romance to get to prom. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. She's like my second favorite, just like a dark version of Ariel. I just love it. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam DeLioncourt, 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Pollygeist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Okay, the reason I'm not doing the webcam is because there were just so many glitches with so many things going on at once, so I'm just doing audio right now. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. As I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Trying to get through this. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. See, I love this game, not because of the dating stuff, but because it's so self-aware. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. Am I recording? Okay. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. So, each answer you get decides what stats you have, like smarts, charm, and, okay, since I've gone through all the secret endings, I've dated all the characters, and I've been rejected by all of them, I'm just going to be honest here and not try to just get whatever stats, and just let fate take the way. Okay, so, you build a 100-foot statue commemorating an event so that in 1,000 years, archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. What does the statue represent? That glorious instant where your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your ex while hella drunk. Okay, I've never had an ex. I've never been drunk, so not relatable. Your least favorite political figure being developed by rabbit rhinoceri, which are also covered in badass tattoos. And the mind-blowing twist in your favorite TV show that clearly changed the life of everyone forever, unlike all that boring stuff that you show on the news. Yeah, okay, so I've been really angry at a certain politician these days, so it would definitely be number 2. He who must not be named. You're elected president for a day. All the politics here. What's the first law you pass? You can deduct taxes by writing sonnets instead. Amount of taxes deducted are calculated based on the beauty of the sonnets. Or trivia fact, presidents don't pass laws, so is this a trick question or are you just being an idiot? Okay, and $1 bills will now include a picture of me and the description, beware, too much awesomeness. My presidency might last a day, but my fame will last forever. I know somebody who's do something like this, who's president right now. Oh, okay. I know presidents don't pass laws, so it would be number 2, But, you know, if I could pass a law, I would like to create the sonnet one. But I'm smarter than that. I really am. Okay, and what would your dream date? What would be your What would be your dream date? Okay. So all of these questions would tell you what which character you will be met with first. Okay, so first dream date: a professional meeting where you charm your date with some astonishing business advice, a sweaty and manly wrestling match, crimes, a lovely walk in the forest after rescuing your date from a dragon, an art exhibition experimental enough to give you a seizure, and a wild party in international waters. Okay, I have dated all of them. I know what answer gives who, but just to be honest, I do think a lovely walk in the forest after rescuing your date from a dragon would be so awesome. And of course, yeah, I knew that would get me Miranda, the mer princess. Okay, so just gonna go with, we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, so day 1. Okay, so what stats do I have? I should boost my fun. Okay, that day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. If you didn't notice, where you go to during the day, it gives you higher stats in certain things. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. Later, you hear some kind of muffled squawking, and you see that Damien's backpack seems to be thrashing violently. Yay! Frankie is here! I've been watching all day to show someone Damien's cock. Miranda, do you ever listen to yourself? I agree with you, Damien. You're my least favorite because you are so scary, but I agree with you here. Miranda pulls Damien's cock out of his backpack. It's not what you think, I swear. And the rooster begins preening himself contentedly. Oh, I'm so sick of this event. Like, I've seen like most of the events in this game, so I know how they go. Isn't he the sweetest little thing? Yeah, we're gonna use it for cockfighting. Specifically, we're going to have him cockfight the cockfighters to teach them a lesson. About why you shouldn't make cocks cockfight. Now we just gotta find a way to make sure that our cock wins the anti-cockfighting cockfight. So yeah, lift your rooster's spirits with a romantic proposal. Give your cock a cock ring. It's probably charm. The cock is an expert on violence. You are, Damien. Go undercover as a rooster. I think that does creativity. But I want to impress Miranda. Aww! Yeah, see? So charming. You know, the stats you have, they count. Like they help you decide what's what. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I shall give our noble fighter my royal blessing. Here, darling, precious rooster, take this ring from my royal family. And now that it's on the cock's claw, it's a cock ring! I'll have to use the same trick to give an octopus ring to an octopus and a ghoul ring to a ghoul. Miranda, please don't go around announcing to people that we put a cock ring on a cock together. My God. Why ever not? Surely this is an accomplishment to be proud of. And they're off with their rooster. You keep them in your thoughts, hoping things will turn out well. Later, you see an article in the newspaper entitled, Local Cock Wins Cockfight Against Cockfighters. All animal cruelty ended forever. Miranda even gives a shout out to Frankie. She likes you. She really likes you. Yay! You gain 2 creativity and 1 fun. Okay, so we're going to go to lunchtime. You know, and this is where you choose where you sit with the characters. Like, you could choose who you want to romance, like Miranda, or earn stats. And I'm just going to pause the video here. Okay, just to see if this has been recording. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, so it seems to be working. Okay, so as much as I want to romance Miranda, I found it's a little more important to try and boost your stats, so I'm going to sit with the coven here. Yeah, they're like these 3 witches. You're enjoying your meal in peace when you hear the unmistakable sound of 3 throats clearing. Ahem, ahem, ahem. Yes, hello. As you know, it is customary for a benevolent witch coven to have, as an ally, a malevolent creature of some sort. And since Liam has apparently decided he's too cool for us now, I mean, because of your incredible resume and good looks, we decided to accept you on a trial basis as our supernatural companion for one adventure. Adventure not to exceed 3 episodes or eclipse the main plot arc. As a consideration for your willing participation, we'll even allow you your choice of adventures. 3 episodes? You could knock out one of these adventures by the end of lunch. And it actually sounds fun. The Coven gives you 2 options. Yeah, this is such a self-aware game. Stop the crime ghost who's been taking over children's bodies and using them to rob banks. You have a never-before-seen plan. I think this will get you either... I forget if this gets you more creativity or smarts. And take on the greatest villain of all, income inequality. And that gets you more money. And considering if we're going after Miranda, we're going to need the money. Turns out income inequality is the name of a giant goblin made of money that's been terrorizing the city. You attack it in the only way you know how. Stealing. It's working! All that money you stole was load-bearing. The goblin is going to collapse. Yup, that was totally your plan. You definitely weren't just stealing the money because you wanted money. Excellent. The day is saved once again, thanks to the Coven and our faithful sidekick, Frankie. Turns out the best way to defeat income inequality is by robbing from the rich and giving to yourself. You gain +4 money. Man, people are just so mean in this game. Okay, evening, and I can't boost my charm because the shopkeeper's in the gym. Yeah, the cat character there is a shopkeeper. Okay, but... Okay, it's Miranda. I might need to boost creativity. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm a biromantic asexual. I mean, I like guys and gals. I just don't like them sexually, which is really weird I should be playing this game. I mean, I kind of find cartoon characters visually attractive, but I wouldn't... Yeah, there's stuff about this game that just makes me go, ugh. Now you know what happens when an ace plays a dating simulator. It's kind of like, this is kind of fun, but at the same time, what? Your performance is intense and inspiring. But they didn't sound like we're hurting anybody. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. You see Liam talking to Miranda. Miranda looks confused, and Liam looks frustrated. Uh-oh. But I simply do not understand this art you are describing. You say that the art piece is a bathroom? No. For the 100th time, the art piece is the experience of going into a bathroom thinking it's an art piece. The artist purposely gave the room number of the bathroom as the room number for the exhibit. Even though there was a whole room full of his paintings elsewhere in the building, it was revolutionary. It certainly seems very complicated. Personally, I prefer the exoplanet sculptures of the Atlantean 5th Dynasty. You know, the man in the moon, the face on Mars, all of Pluto, art on such a grand scale. Bah, that's not art. That's populism at its worst. Well, I don't think the bathroom business sounds like art. But how are we supposed to discuss art if we can't even agree on what it is? Oh, if only someone could come along and provide a satisfying definition of art, I would be so pleased. You've got this, no problem, it's so simple. Art is a method of making worthless things into very expensive things. Or art isn't art unless it makes you feel bad feelings inside. I feel like this would get more Miranda. Yeah, so smart. How true. Mars was just a bunch of sparsely populated red rock before Giblet Grinston completed his masterpiece. After that, he was able to sell it to the Arcturians for 1 trillion doubloons. The Martians weren't happy about it, but you know what they say. Sometimes we must suffer for other people's art. That last bit is the only part of what you're saying that I agree with. So that's what happened to life on Mars. You gained some new knowledge about the solar system and also 2 smarts and 1 charm. Ooh. Okay, and now, morning, and let's go to the gym. For Miranda, we're going to need a lot of charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place because they literally do nothing else in gym. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. As you wander around talking to yourself like a weirdo, you notice Miranda walking around talking to herself like a weirdo. She seems to be addressing an imaginary crown. Oh, hello. I was just practicing my royal wave for when I am crowned prom queen. Again! Oh my god, okay, so when I tried doing the gameplay before, I did the Vera prom queen ending, and now we're doing the Miranda prom queen ending. Oh, sweet! I can show you how to do a secret ending, and hopefully it won't glitch this time at the last part. Man, I really hated how it glitched in the second part, like you couldn't see what was happening. I feel there's a lot to be learned before I ascend the throne. Naturally, as a princess, I am already great at wearing crowns, talking to cute animal friends, quelling rebellions through excessive force, and singing sweetly. La da da la da da. But I lack administrative experience. I have never so much as issued a decree. I wonder what my first should be. You don't have the heart to tell her that the role of prom queen doesn't come with sovereignty. Maybe you should just give her some suggestions instead. Okay, so... yeah, I hope I have enough money for this, or was it smarts? Okay, because I haven't done this ending in a while. This is like among the first one, I think the very first secret ending I got, so... no! Oh, come on. Taxation without representation. It's not bad, but I feel as though it's been done before. I don't want my first degree to be cliche. I want it to be spectacular. Such as perhaps a requirement that each student write a term paper on the ways in which I am divine, or sing a ballad in my honor. Could have them compose an entire through-sung musical about each one of my toes. Or I can make them bring me puppies. Or I can make them into puppies. Why would I ever choose taxation? I could choose puppies. Puppies or cupcakes or ours. Okay. She has a point. Puppies are pretty awesome. And now she's on her phone ordering baby gold. Okay, which sounds amazing, but from the unimpressed look she's shooting you. Yeah, okay. So, okay, I had the heart to read that. Okay, so much for that secret ending. But hopefully I can still romance her. I'm gonna have to get my points back up. You come upon Damien staring at Miranda's elaborate silverware spread while her eating serfs chow down obediently at a neighboring table. Yes, she has serfs to eat for her. I still don't get why you collect all these stupid forks and spoons and shit. I mean, even the knives don't really look that deadly. Silly boy, the silverware is not for killing. Things can be for stuff other than killing? That's lame as hell. It's basically useless. I mean, you don't even eat. Your serfs do it for you. Well, of course they do. But they're not using any of your silverware. Naturally they aren't. Serfs must eat with their hands, as befits the lower classes. So you're saying this silverware collection has no practical purpose? Things have practical purposes? These two could go round and round like this forever unless you say something to resolve the dispute. Damien's right, Mary. Maybe it is time to start murdering people with your silverware. Well, lay off Miranda, Damien. What about your collection of exotic corpses? That's different. Those corpses are useful. Useful for what? For holding down important documents? What important documents? Documents about very important... Ugh, fine. Guess I don't use those stupid corpses for anything. I just stack them in a shed and occasionally dress them up in silly costumes. There, are you happy? Extremely. Whatever. I'm gonna go play with my corpses. You stay behind with Miranda to admire her collection. She even teaches you how to use a romance fork. Smooth. Okay, so evening, and I know, I guess forget about the secret ending. Oh well. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop here and make sure it's still recording. Okay, see you next video. Okay, we're back. So even though we failed our chance at the secret ending, hopefully we can still romance Miranda. Okay, let's go outdoors because clearly we need to boost the fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full-on crazy. Yeah, you're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge, you go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Yeah, some of these situations are very dark. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is. You gain 2 fun from poor Bob. I'm sorry if this is lagging a bit. Afterwards, Miranda summons you. It feels weird to be summoned, but you comply. You can't resist her merman goons. Thank you for coming, my dear. I finally decided to trust you with my most important aspiration. I am destined to be queen of the prom. Oh, thank you. We could still get the secret ending, hopefully. The royal ascension is nigh. We must prepare. Most of my competition is naive. They foolishly assume that prom queen is a purely ceremonial title. Except Ursula Jr. She's proven to be quite a worthy rival. I respect that. Gotta love the mermaid references here. Which is why we must destroy her reputation immediately. Any thoughts? Let's convince everyone that she likes humans. Or fart joke. Oh, come on. I'm still not fun enough? I can't read this. This is so... I'm too heartbroken. I'm too heartbroken. Okay, I'm so gonna get rejected, aren't I? I'm gonna get rejected like crazy. Oh, man. An epic dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, you spot a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her that in many ways you think she's unique and wonderful while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain 1 BFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off screen. And 2 charm. Yeah, I love how self-aware this game is. Alright everyone, let's get ready for a rousing round of middle-aged style shinty. Yes, really? Just kidding, it's more dodgeball. Leah and Miranda, you're the team captains. Miranda, you pick first.
Oh, well, I guess.
Frankie? Miranda pulls you aside and begins talking in a stage whisper that is probably definitely audible to your fellow students. It's always a great blow to my honor to lose at anything, even a foolish peasant sport like dodging balls. Quite frankly, I'm not even sure that you're up to par, but do seem like you spend a great deal of time examining our fellow students, almost as if you're obsessively ranking them in your mind as to whom would be the best prom date or some such thing. So on point. Okay, maybe the point of this video is how not to get the secret ending. Oh man, did Miranda call you out or what?
Tell me, so that my royal reputation is not sullied by losing this paltry game? How best can I assess the skills of my fellow students and therefore lead my team to victory?
Great question. Time to take a royal stab at her art. Not literally, though, by coming up with an equally great answer. Okay, really think about this. Loyalty is crucial. See who admires you by having your classmates compose ballads about you. I assume that's creative. It's not about the students as individuals. Think about how they fit together, like an elegant set of silverware. What? Oh, man. I can't read this. I'm too heartbroken. I don't want to read how this turns out. I'm sorry. Okay, okay, so it turns out bad. It turns out really bad. Oh, I got my stats so low. I'm still gonna fail. Okay, who wants to see me fail at a game I've played so many times? Okay, let's boost the stats because this is sad. You're barely sat down when the whole wolf pack comes running over, clearly panicking. Dog, you've got to help us. We're suffocating. It's like we're not getting enough air. We can hardly talk. Ah, you see the problem. You remind them that in addition to breathing out, they also need to breathe in. Whoa, wow, that works way better. I have no idea how we forgot about that. Yeah, you don't either. Thanks for saving our lives, dog. We owe you one, and we'll pay you back. Right now, what do you want? We'll do literally anything. Teach me calculus, give me extreme makeover. I need more charm, give me the makeover. Extreme makeover? Like an extreme makeover? Are you sure? You nod, because apparently this is what you want from a pack of idiot dogmen. Alright boys, you know what that means? Time for one of our patented extreme spa treatments. Suddenly, you're surrounded by wolves, covering your face with their wide, moist tongues. Ugh, you can feel your pores really opening up beneath the relentless torrent of dog saliva and unconditional love. I'm gonna throw up. When the wolf pack finally gets bored of licking you, you're positively glowing. You gain 4 charm. Okay, week 3, evening. Alright, so I think I've pretty much lost my chance with Miranda. Let's make sure creativity's at least at 10. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems, you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. Ha ha ha! But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in a discussion, so you decide to convey it through music. You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that the people with whom you were arguing totally get your point and change your minds once the song is over. You gain 2 creativity. Miranda's sitting on her throne. She had her servants bringing here, of course. She looks quite worried. You ask what's up.
Do you think this play is fabulous? Because it decidedly is not. On my father's chart of royal fabulousness, it would rank just below the village pig humping festival. It must be more fabulous, since my duty as a princess to make it so, but the sheer barbarity has paralyzed my mind. What to do?
Alter the script so that it's about your kingdom. It might be vulgar, but it will inspire and educate the peasants. Take the leading role. Nothing could make it more fabulous than your royal presence. Oh, thank you. Something worked.
A perfectly lovely idea! But our royal family has such a long and storied history. What subject should form the focus of the play? The liberation of the Tritons from their land? The glorious constitution that relieved people of their rights? I know, the referendum in which 146% of the citizens decided that father should rule forever.
What princess doesn't like propaganda? You've got a bright future as a royal bard ahead of you. You gain 2 charm and 1 creativity. Okay, I feel with Miranda so many times, I doubt she's gonna say yes, but I got no one else to ask. Ask Miranda Prom. So much for the secret ending, but you finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
Eck! My sisters told me that I could get diseases if I dated commoners.
At least they're creative in their put-downs. Stuff like crabs or poverty.
I must decline.
Ugh. What a loser. After that, you were forced to abandon your home and join the underground society of sad people who couldn't get a date for monster prom. Which is a fancy way of saying you had to live the rest of your life in the fucking sewers. Yes, I don't usually say the F word, but in this case, I'm mad. Gross. Well, at least some good came out of it. It got some more new outcomes and new events. Okay, yeah, because I've gotten all the secret endings and I've gotten most of the events, and okay, to get more outcomes you need negative consequences too. At least there was some silver lining to this. Okay, so Frankie, most likely to become a lasagna, and Miranda's quote, this was a pleasant school if only a bit over water-ish for my taste. So I totally failed there. I could have gone to the secret ending, but I blew it. Why did I pick the fun ones when my fun stats is so low? Thing is, it's been so long since I've done that particular secret ending, I forgot what stats were what. Oh well. Well, at least I went through 1 gameplay. Okay, now the epilogue. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda got a job at being princess of her kingdom, it was actually kind of her job already? Well, you surely don't see her complaining about it. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not part of the game, she plays the game! So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Liam honed his most admirable skill and got a job with it. He now designs Instagram filters. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seems bigger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were lots of battles left in that war called youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Alright, so, finally got through. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to see afterwards, a gameplay without any major glitches. I mean, I realized in that the video was lagging a bit, but really, that was the best I can do, so I could get the voice and the gameplay in. Too bad I couldn't do a webcam. Yeah, because there was too much stuff going on for me to do a webcam. At least it's recording my voice. I hope it is. Okay, but why? I blew it with the secret ending. Miranda, why? Okay, but if you guys want me to see more gameplays and, to make it more fun, could you maybe, suggest which character I would romance, or if you want to see any of the secret endings, I could actually intentionally go that route, so I'm more prepared for that. Okay. Alright, so there we go. That's the end. Okay, Monster Prom. Okay, if you want me to play it again, let me know. And until next time.